great morning to you. It is a beautiful day today. Welcome to the Real Life Talk Show. I am your host, Brigitte. Hey y'all. Yeah, y'all. For those that don't know, because we got some new people that come in every single day. I see you on our RLT platform, specifically on Facebook, that you are already there and you have already subscribed on YouTube. Great morning to you, Sandra and LaWanda. What's going on? Thank y'all for already being in, coming on in with me on this morning. Shout out to London and Young Marv in their absence. I got it holding it down for y'all today. Hey, birthday twin. Hello. As you are coming in on the platform of RLT or the YouTube channel of the RLT show or Lifeline, I want you to start tagging, start sharing, because sharing is caring, and we know that you care. Okay, slide into the DMs. Thank y'all so much for sliding. Let me tell y'all about sliding in the DMs, y'all. People they are not ashamed to slide in the DM, okay? So, well, slide in, let them know that the RLT show is on, okay? Okay? Because when I get people that slide in the DM, the first thing I say is, excuse me, have you subscribed to the RLT show? Let's do that first. Hey, my Suda is on. Hey, Ebony. What's going on? Shout out to our producers in the room with me on this morning. Hey Angie, great morning to you all. Come on in and tag and share, okay? We are in the Memorial weekend. It's Memorial Day that we honor and we commemorate all of those, as they say, fallen soldiers. Let me tell you, some people were putting on Facebook, Happy Memorial Day. I saw one of my friends and they were like, he said he kept getting a lot of Happy Memorial Day, thanks for serving. He's like, wait y'all, send me that when I'm dead, okay? Memorial Day is for those that have passed away. Veterans Day, now we honor our vets, but we do honor and commemorate those who have fought for us, of our country, and who have lost their lives. If you have any family members, any friends that you know that have lost their lives in the line of duty or otherwise, we want to commemorate them. So we're hoping and praying that you have a great Memorial Day, sharing stories of your loved ones, having a great time, barbecuing. Who are barbecuing? Because I need to know where I can go, okay? So who's barbecuing? Hey, Mark. Oh, that's Jordan. It's Jordan. Okay. You'll be here tonight. Okay, good. Yes. Speaking of tonight, for those of you all who are on the RLT platform, let me tell you about this wonderful church called Lifeline. Okay, Lifeline Church is a great place to be, okay, where God's love flow like a river. I want to invite you all to Lifeline Church this evening at 5 o'clock for our covenant gathering. It's going to be a great time. You don't want to miss it. You want to be in the building. 1321 South Austin in Cicero, Illinois, okay? That's for all platforms. It's Sunday. It's a rainy, gloomy day, but the sun always shines. Hello, Miss Darlene. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here with your girl. Make sure you are always tuning in to the RLT show, okay? Make sure that you are always on every platform with us. And also, again, you want to be here this afternoon. You know, we used to have evening services all the time. I miss a good evening service. So you want to make sure that you are here at Lifeline, not per se here, okay? But you want to come to Lifeline Church, okay, for our covenant gathering on this evening at 5 o'clock. You are invited. Come and be my guest. Say Brigitte sent me, okay? Hello, Miss Bernice. Hello. Again, happy Memorial Day. We are commemorating Memorial Day and all that good stuff. for those who have fought for our country, and we do not take this day lightly. Yes, it's a day off hopefully for most, or hopefully for all. Hey Terry, it's a day off. Kids are pretty much out of school. They coming out of school if they're not. My house is out of school, praise God. But it is a day off for school. Children are still in school, and we just have a good time on Memorial Day, sharing and commemorating those who fought for our country. Okay. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás, Elder Dominic? Así. We're gonna leave it there. No, muy bien. I feel great today. I do feel great today. This little throat doing a little something, y'all. But it's all good. So, as you are coming in, as you are tagging and sharing, we want to talk today about a serious topic that kind of I have seen it in some of the lives of people, and that is the ugly disease of dementia. So for those that don't know what it is, I know a lot of people say dementia. Ask Google how to say dementia, okay? It is the loss of cognitive functioning, thinking, remembering, and reasoning to such extent that it interferes with a person's daily life and activities. And I know we have some who have family members. I do know a few people that passed away from this ugly disease, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. That's something that's real important that we need to shed light on as well. I am not where we in May. I know that we have a month that totally is geared towards dementia and the treatment and how we find what's the signs of it and all that good stuff. So we saw something, we are always looking online on social media, and there's always different things out there. So there was this video that we came across that we want you to check it out.
So who are you? Stop touching me. What are you looking at? No, I see you can fucking say to me. Go away. I'm not going to touch you.
He has dementia. I need you guys to help me calm him down. Just help me sing. What do we do? Just help me sing.
Why you don't point at me? Don't you point at me. Really?
Sunshine, you make me happy when times are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when times are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So don't take
Wow. Well, first I want to introduce to those, present to some, and introduce to others. My wonderful special guests. We have Kat and Crystal. I like that. Give it up for Kat and Crystal, everybody. Ooh. Crystal, Kat, Crystal. Welcome, both of you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. You may have seen them before. You've never seen them here, though, in this studio audience. Okay. But thank you both for being with me on this morning to talk about this serious subject of dementia. And as we saw, I saw this, and you can look it up to see the whole video. A wife was trying to calm her husband down. He had started going into an episode, so that not knowing who people are and not knowing where he is, and boy, you talk about some love. That was some love shown there. But to get the everyone to first of all understand, because he was, you know, loud and coming at everybody, to hold on, wait, this, I need you guys' help. He's suffering right now, and you know, she was trying to calm him down or whatever. So when I saw that, I was like, whoa, like I've never seen that. Like I said, I've seen people kind of go through an episode, but nothing like that deep. So I wanted you guys to come on and talk with me about just what you know of it. I know we've had you on before, and you said that you worked for the, is it a nursing home?
Supportive living.
Supportive living. And so let's start with you. Let me know, like, what's your experience in seeing something that may take place like that?
So as I stated, that I work at Victory Center of South Chicago, south side of Chicago. I've been working there 10 years. And just like the video has shown, I see that and witness that almost every day.
Wow.
The residents become combative.
Okay.
And music has always been the one to zero them back in. Music, no matter what it is, whatever genre, whatever they used to sing, gospel, whatever. I just found that music is always the thing that brings them back to bring them to a calmness. Even in what we call sundowning.
Okay.
And that's when it gets dark or when the sun goes down, they change it to a different person. And so music always has a way of calming them down.
Wow. There's power in music. Now, Kat, tell me about your experience even having a family member having to deal with.
My dad ended up having dementia about a year or two before he passed. And it's just hard watching a transition from a loved one that's being strong, independent, able to jump in his car and drive to Arkansas in one day, to turning over his car keys and just saying, I can't drive anymore. So I didn't experience the combativeness with him, but I kind of walked one of my closest friends through that with her mom, who was very combative, who would throw things and curse her out. So it just depends on individuals how it impacts them. But just to be able to watch my dad say to me one day, like, we would do a chat, because he would begin to do like kind of different things and strange things. And you would have to ask him, you know, do you know who I am today, Dad? He said, of course I know who you are. You my baby.
Okay.
You can't, I ain't gonna never forget you.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next day you come in and he's kind of looking at you real strange, and you said, do you know who I am? And he'll look at me and just shake his head and say, I don't know who you are. I don't know your name. And that's a given any day with any of the siblings. And it was just very hard, you know, to watch. And just watching some of the decisions he would begin to make. I would come over to his house and he would be on the phone giving people out his social security number. My brother-in-law walked into his house and he had allowed another one of our half-brothers to make some kind of deal that he almost gave his house away. So it can be very, 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 very scary.
Okay. Yeah, because we do know that the elderly alone gets taken advantage of a lot. I used to work in mortgages a lot, and even when we would talk with them, they were ready sometimes to give information over the phone because they're like, oh, someone called me before and asked for this. And I'm like, no, never give your social security number or whatever away. So to have to even deal with something like that alone, what do you feel like now? I know you guys are not experts. You're not doctors. Let's just put that out there. But you have the expertise in dealing with it and seeing with it. How do you, like, even for you, what were some of the signs? Were there some signs that you saw that was different with him that started making you feel like, okay, wait, what's going on here?
I just started seeing his health overall beginning to deteriorate.
Okay.
He had stopped eating. He had stopped, you know, kind of caring for himself in terms of hygiene.
Okay.
He would make statements that would be concerning, like he would say, I've never seen your grandbaby.
Okay.
And I'm like, Dad, you did see my grandbaby. And he would literally argue me to the ground. I have never seen your grandbaby. And I would have to literally pull up pictures off my phone and show him, you're in a picture with Sadawada.
Okay.
This is you.
Right.
You know, and I don't
Yeah.
even think he realized the transition that was happening.
Yeah.
So it was very subtle things like that.
Okay.
Certain things was very obvious.
Okay.
You know, him not just going out, he kind of stopped going out the house.
Okay.
But the looks he would give you in his eye, it was just a confused look, you know, when you would have conversations with him. But then the next day, he'll have a conversation with you and his mind is there, it's clear, it's sharp. Unfortunately, he did spend the last year of his life in a nursing home.
Okay.
And it was really interested in dealing with family members who thought we were mistreating him, or they would have a conversation with him on a good day, and they would, you know, like,
What's
I don't know
happening,
why
right.
you're here, you know. And they're looking at us like we're doing something wrong. But within that 5 minutes, his conversations can go from completely coherent to incoherent. That made no sense. And he would get so irritable and agitated if he was saying something that really didn't make sense, but it made sense to him.
Right. Okay.
And with his dementia, he began to see like things, and like in the nursing home, he would say things like, "Don't you see that water going through the wall in that pipe right there?" And it would be no water and no pipe.
Okay.
And there was no, you know, getting him to reason. And you just have to kind of go along with it.
Okay.
So one of the things that I've learned, because I've had dementia training,
Okay.
one of the things that we learned that the reason for the combativeness of the seniors is because their feeling of losing their independence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they feel like I can no longer tie my shoe. We have some that can't remember to eat or remember where to put the food. We have some to put the food in their head.
Or remember to swallow. You
Absolutely
put the
remember
food
to
in your
swallow.
mouth and then you hold it in your cheeks.
Something that we do on a day-to-day basis that can seem so simple. And then we'll get agitated. So one of the things that when we talk to the family members is to tell them to practice patience.
Okay.
Because it can get discouraging. They can hurt your feelings because they don't remember your name or they don't remember the family members. And one of the things that I do, because I am an activity director, one of my jobs, is to have fun, but to tailor my programming towards those residents. Each resident is different. Some of them used to be home care aides or whatever, so I'll find things like iron and ironing board to have them to do simple household chores, even though they're, just in their mind, or like we say, singing, or little things just to keep them calm.
Okay. And let me ask you too, because some people were saying as far as like writing things down, but if you are, is that something that even before like experiencing that, like I knew a woman who was always doing crossword puzzles and reading a lot because she's like, well, I want to keep my mind sharp. But like having things around, I've been told like some people will put things on the wall, like turn this light off or things like that. How do you feel about like maybe?
So depending on the stage of dementia, because one of the stages of dementia is Alzheimer's.
Yeah. Okay.
So depending on the stage of it, that may help and it may not help. They may not even know what the words are or what the words mean. They may read the words but not understand what they mean. So it just really depends on case by case, what really works for the person. Writing something down, or some of the family members, they'll bring like a tablet with family pictures on it, just so it can keep their memory going of the family members. And then right then they're like, oh yeah, she's pretty. Oh yeah. Well, you know who that is? No. You know who I am? No. And then that will hurt your feelings, like mom don't even know who I am. One of the things that we train our staff on is on dementia care as well. And like I said, because they feel like they're losing their independence, they'll become combative with the CNAs. And instead of going in the room saying, hey, it's time to get up and put on your clothes. Hey, you want to put on your clothes today? If you take a different approach with seniors, most times they'll give in. And then sometimes you have to leave and come back. And the conversation you've had 5 minutes ago can change if you leave and come back within 5 minutes.
For my dad, it was completely opposite. He was, a very outspoken person until that set in. and he kind of went back into a shell, and it was the exact opposite. He was not combative. He would not even advocate for himself. And that's the challenge we had in the nursing home, because my dad will sit there and his one act can literally be hanging out of his head. And if you ask him how he's doing, he's going to say, I'm all right, I'm okay. And therefore, you know, a lot of the workers wouldn't come in and check him. They would just reach their head and say, how you doing today? They wouldn't check and see if he needed, you know, a change or anything like that. And that was very frustrating for us as the family to have to communicate his needs for him. But the one thing that did work for him, he loved the puzzle books.
Okay.
So we would always keep those crossroad puzzle books where you fill in the little blocks. And he absolutely loved it. You know, but having to begin to get everything in order for him and begin to put power of attorneys in place for him, or make a decision whether or not you was going to do guardianship, were all things that we had to begin to wrap our mind around, because watching them lose that independence is very hard.
I'm glad you're starting to talk about that, because I did want to get into the family part of it. Having siblings, how did you guys initially take on your approach on, okay, what are we going to do next when it comes to, because I know there are some that may be, you know, dealing with this, and we may have, like you said, sometimes you can get into different situations, or who gonna do this, who gonna do that, but how do you as a family come together to try to see what's the steps we're gonna take?
We actually would have family meetings.
Good. Okay.
As we begin to see things change with him, we call a family meeting. Family meeting at Dad's house, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
You know, we need everybody to be there, because we need some decisions to make. You know, we needed to make decisions regarding, you know, his house, what's going to happen to the house. We needed to make decisions what's going to happen, you know, with him. We had to make decisions about whether or not he can stay at home versus going to a nursing home.
Okay.
And we had to keep things reality based, because our emotions will tell us you can bring this person home, you can care for them, but we made decisions based on the doctor's facts.
Okay.
You know, what he cannot do by and for himself.
Okay.
And those facts is what motivated and pushed the decisions that were made.
Okay.
And we didn't always agree as a family, you know, where he should be. And, you know, some people, you know, start saying, well, he can come home. Can you do what needs to be done? I mean, your heart and emotions are saying, yes, he's ready to come home. Can you move physically around?
Right.
Can you bathe him? Can you prepare 3 meals a day for him?
Right.
And if you're honest, most of the time, it's no.
And then, you know what, that can be scary as a family, because you've heard so many horror stories about supportive livings or nursing homes. So you want to make sure that your family getting the best of care. So you have it in your mind, well, I can do it. But when you really think about it, no, it becomes very taxing on you as the family to take care of that loved one. And it's very good that you all have had that meeting, because I've had experiences where everybody want to be in charge.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be over mama. Everybody want to be over daddy.
We did everything we could. You go what days can you go to the nursing home? What days can you go? And we went in there and we took care of him like he was at home. We fixed his room up, made it homey for him, refrigerators, plants, pitchers.
Okay.
We took cleaning products in there and cleaned, and we supplemented what the nursing home staff was able to do. Because ultimately, that's our loved one, and we're responsible for his care.
And one of the things I do suggest, if you ever considering putting your loved one in a nursing home, go different times a day.
Absolutely.
Go different times a day.
Nice.
You never know when, even when scoping out the place, go different times a day. You'll see different shifts. You can see things that go on. You can see, you know, and they should allow you to do that, because you're considering that place.
Because they knew us, and they never knew when we was coming, what day we was coming, who was going to show up, and they knew that. And we treated the staff well.
Yeah.
Because if you treat them well,
there you go.
We would take them, you know, dinner. We would take them snacks.
Yeah.
And once they know you care about them, they take your loved one, you know, to heart more.
Absolutely.
And they're more attentive.
Absolutely.
I always think about that too. My girlfriend has a brother who's in a nursing home facility, and they do the same thing, take them snacks and take them dinner, buy them things for Christmas, things like that. Because you think about, my loved one is here. I mean, you're being generous anyway, because you're thankful that you have staff that can take care of what you can't do. Like you said, I love dad, I want dad here, but can you wipe his behind if he needs to and things like that or whatever. And you have trained people that can do these things in homes and different places that you may take them to. So yes, be nice to the staff.
Now,
Right.
don't be a punk either. If
Don't
you
be
see
a
something
punk.
wrong, don't be afraid to
Definitely
call a
advocate.
meeting with
Yeah.
the administrators
Yes,
to set
you have
some
to
things in
advocate.
order.
Absolutely.
But after you do the right thing,
Yeah.
then people in the nursing home started speaking up for us. When they
Yes.
start rumbling and whatever, they'll say, no, that family treated us very
There you
well.
go. There you go. As we end on this, because this is one of those topics that I really want to bring a lot of awareness to, because when I was younger, I literally, like within the last maybe 10 years, I'm just now starting to hear about the effects of it and how it is like more happening now more than it did than when I was younger. You know, people just get older and you think, oh, they lost their memory or something like that. But now I am seeing more people being affected by it, and even, passing away due to it or whatever. So I appreciate like the awareness of bringing, and even the advice as a trained staff to what can be done when you see this. Just to give us a last words of it, are there any different signs for you when people come into your facility? Say, I bring my dad, look, I don't know what's going on. He don't remember nothing. I don't know if he had Alzheimer's or whatever. What steps do you guys take to kind of deal with or help those family members with that?
So some of the family members are in denial.
Okay. Yeah.
But one of the things that I do, one of my jobs is when they first come in, I do an assessment.
Okay.
And in that assessment, I find out things that they used to do, things that they love, things that they enjoy. And I just, we have fun and games all day, but one of my jobs is to keep eye on them all day long, all 120 of them. Keep eye on them all day long, see their habits. Are they going into the dining room eating? Are they participating in the activities that I plan every day? And if not, then we have to put a plan of correction in place. We have to do a meeting with the family, like, hey, mom is not going into the dining room. Mom is not coming down for exercise. She's staying isolated in her apartment. So I'm going to try this. I'm gonna. You told me that she loves horseback riding, so I'm gonna go to the local library and get videos on horses or puzzles or whatever it is. So in that assessment, I find out things that they like to do, things that they enjoy. Sometimes it works. Sometimes they just go into their shell and don't want to do anything, and that's okay. And then that's when I go to their apartments and do 101.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Crystal, so much. Thank you so much. Kat, I appreciate you coming on to share. Look, Kat, I love Kat, y'all. She bring it how it is. It is what it is, honey. I love it. Thank you both for being here with me on this very serious topic and giving all of your knowledge and things that can help, and that how you can do as a family coming together, and even when or if they have to go to a facility. So for more information, if you have anything, there are a lot of different websites. There are a lot of different places that you can go to seek help, but make sure you do seek the help for your loved ones or someone that you may know that may be suffering with it. Again, I want to invite you all, because I know y'all coming this afternoon, right? Y'all coming this afternoon? Okay. Come this afternoon, 5 o'clock, we are having our covenant gathering. But for my RLTers out there, my double dippers, my RLTers, we will come to you. RLT has been invited to the covenant gathering. So make sure you log in at 4:25. Okay, you will see we have the RLT show coming to you live this afternoon at 4:25. Go to the RLT show on YouTube, or just go to the Facebook page, The Real Life Talk, and come check us out right before the covenant gathering. We thank you again. Happy Memorial Day again to those who all are going to be celebrating and commemorating and all those good things as well. Okay, so make sure that you're back here. Make sure that you're back here. Also, last but not least, I know y'all love seeing our face. Bring it in. Can you bring it in for me? Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. I know y'all love seeing our beautiful faces here, okay? On the Real Life Talk Show as they bringing it in. In the month of June, when June is like next week or whatever, we will be taking a break. The Real Life Talk Show, when you come in on Sundays, you're not gonna see us, okay? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna, it's the season of enjoying, living, loving, all that good stuff or whatever. But we will take a break for the month of June, but we will be back to you fresh, revitalized, ready to go with some new shows, some great guests. So you'll tune in to the Real Life Talk Show the second Sunday in July. So after the holiday, after the 4th of July holiday, the Real Life Talk Show will be back full force, full effect, ready and waiting for you. So thank you for allowing us this time that we can spend with loved ones and travel and get some things done or whatever and everything. And the same thing for you. Same thing for you. Take that time to enjoy, live, love, and laugh and all those good things. Okay, so once again, Real Life Talk Show, we will be back to you second Sunday in July. I'm not exactly sure what that date is, but right after the holiday, the following Sunday, we will be back here. Again, thank you so much for my guests being here. I know we went over it a little bit. Thank you so much for being here with us. Make sure you always stay tuned in, because you never know what the Real Life Talk Show will be coming at you, but we will be coming at you in June, okay? I mean in July. We'll see you all. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you this afternoon for the Real Life Talk Show at 4:25 p.m. We'll see you then. We love you.